Hi Gemini, this reading is for you if you just recently broke up or had a fallout with your significant other. We'll have three separate spreads in this reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at the situation as to what happened. In the second spread, we'll be looking at the advice for that situation. And in spread number 3, we'll see new love coming towards you in the near future. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Here's the first spread, Gemini, the situation. We have the Five of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is a very straightforward spread, Gemini. I did not even want to clarify anything. You guys got into a fight, and then one of you left, or both of you went in your, separate ways. That's what this spread is all about. There was a major fight, an ugly fight. Right, somebody left, and I guess it's just taken a toll on you and them, perhaps both of you. All right, so let's talk about this real quick. The Five of Wands, the first card that came out, is a card of a fight. Okay, it is a card of a fight. It's a card of drama. It's a card of when two people just wouldn't get along or they wouldn't compromise. Something happened, right? The Knight of Swords, the next card that came out, it could have been you, Gemini, because the Knight of Swords is an air sign indicator. You could have been dealing with an air sign yourself. Right? The person you were dealing with could have been an air sign. But out of all four knights, the Knight of Swords is the one that tends to get into fights, right? You see how the person on the Knight of Wands is charging ahead, they've got their sword up, right? And the horse itself is also galloping ahead. So there was some kind of a fight after all, together with the Five of Wands. It could have been, the words used during the fight could have been that people now regret using, okay? The Eight of Cups right next to the deck is the result of the fight. Either one of you or both of you are leaving, right? The Eight of Cups is a card of literally leaving, going somewhere in an opposite direction. If the two of you lived together, perhaps they even got their stuff and left. Right? Or it simply symbolizes you guys breaking up and going in your separate ways. The Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of a burden. So this whole situation is a burden, right? Perhaps you guys got into a fight over some sort of responsibilities, right? The Ten of Wands is a card of a lot of responsibilities, additional responsibilities, or something like that. But for most of you, this is simply you guys not, I guess, taking it very well. In case you were wondering how they're taking it, Gemini, they're not taking it very well. They're not. Alright, so yeah, let's take a look at the advice spread real quick. Here's the advice for you, Gemini. We have the Page of Wands clarified by the Star. We have the Moon, Temperance, and the Sun on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo, but you could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. The advice for you is to get back together, Gemini. You don't have to, right? But that's the advice. What I forgot to mention during the first spread was that we had no major arcana cards in there, right? So I don't know what you fought over. Perhaps it wasn't really that significant. I don't know. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. What I can tell you right away about this spread is that this spread is full of major arcana cards, right? 4 out of 5 cards on the table, 4 of them are major arcana cards. The Page of Wands, the first card that came out, is a message. Okay, I don't know if you're going to send them a message yourself or they're going to message you, right? And the message is going to be about extending an olive branch, right? The Star clarifying the Page of Wands. One of the ways to interpret the Star is a card of healing, all right? Temperance right next to the deck is also a healing card. So there are 2 healing cards in the tarot deck and both of them are on the table. Alright, the Moon in the middle could have been a Pisces you're dealing, but the Moon is a very emotional card. It's one of the most emotional cards in the deck. Alright, so perhaps when they message you or when you message them, emotions will be expressed. Alright, and I think it's going to be mutual. The Sun on the bottom of the deck could be a Leo you're dealing with, but the Sun is a card of clarity. Perhaps it was just a huge misunderstanding. Perhaps you guys got into a fight during Mercury retrograde. And by the way, as of the time of recording of this video, it's Mercury retrograde is done, right? But there's still like a post-shadow period. And besides that, we still have what? Another 6 planets in retrograde. Yes, they're all outer planets, but it's 6 of them, all right? And again, the advice for you is to get back together. The Sun, by the way, is also the happiest card in the deck, right? With the Sun card, people usually feel good, people feel loved, people feel cherished, people feel on top of the world. Alright, so the advice for you for the 10th time is to get back together. If you feel like reaching out to them, go ahead. I think your message, Gemini, will be very well received. If you don't feel like reaching out to them, then there's going to be a message reaching out to you. They're going to message you. Alright, yeah, that's what I have for you so far. Let's take a look at spread number 3, new love coming towards you in the near future. It could be for the same group of you Geminis I'm connecting with right now, or it could be for another group of you. Alright, cool. Gemini, here's spread number 3. This was supposed to be new love coming towards you, but I think for most of you it's pretty much a repeat of what we saw in the previous spread, unless you've got somebody else coming back from the past for you. Okay, this is definitely very important, all right? And it just blew my mind a little bit. So we do have Strength clarified by the Emperor, we have the Lovers clarified by the Empress, then we have Justice clarified by the Sun, and we have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. Alright, if you're still watching this, you probably know what their zodiac sign is. Judgment on the bottom of the deck is a card of somebody coming back from the past. Alright, this is also a card somebody having to make a judgment call, but in this case I think this is somebody coming back from the past. Alright, all cards on the table, every single card on the table is a major arcana card. Every single one of them. Okay? We do have Leo, we have you, the Lovers, we have Taurus, Libra, Aries, yeah. Most importantly, we do have the Emperor and the Empress, clarifying Strength and the Lovers, right? The Emperor and the Empress are husband and wife. The Emperor and the Empress are divine counterpartners, all right? And even though those two are clarifiers, that still counts if you ask me. So it's going to be very important for the two of you to get back together. And I think even the universe wants the two of you to get back together, all right? The Sun right next to the deck is a repeat card. We saw it in the previous spread. Remember that? This is a different deck. I use different decks for different spreads. Yep, Justice could be like a major apology coming from them, coming from you. I don't know. Justice could be, you know, an actual place where people get married. All right. And justice could be the legal system. And when people do get married, they sign a piece of paper, and then that piece of paper is submitted with the local government. So justice could be that. We have Leo here twice. Strength could be a Leo. The Sun could be a Leo. But again, the Sun is a card of clarity, and it's the happiest card in the deck. The Lovers is your major arcana card, Gemini, unless you're dealing with another Gemini. But at the same time, the Lovers is also a card of like a twin flame connection, if you believe in twin flames, right? But the Emperor and the Empress, that's it right there. The Lovers, the two people in the Lovers card are the Emperor and the Empress. Very symbolic. Like I said in the beginning of the spread, it kind of blew my mind. All right? So yeah, I just sat here and I was looking at it and I was like, wow. I don't think I think it's been a long time since I saw a spread anywhere close to this spread, Gemini. It's that huge. All right, the Emperor, the Empress, the Lovers, the Sun, all major arcana cards. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, Gemini. I hope the two of you get back together, because perhaps the two of you still don't realize what an important connection it is. This person could be your future spouse. With cards like that, they definitely could be. All right, so yeah, that's what I have for you for this reading, for this time period. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Gemini, have an amazing the rest of the month.